1,000 likes.
Okay.
1,000 likes and comment down below and you'll come back out and work on it with me again. Welcome back to the YouTube channel, guys. Today we got Laura out here. I'm trying to get her to pick up the hot glue gun, but we'll see. We'll see if we can. Leave me a comment down below if you think we can get her to pick up the hot glue gun. Tell me. And if you get it right, the first person to comment that gets it right, I'll send you a sticker. You get it right. I don't know if she will. Will you? We'll get her to. So anyway, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to get the bars bent and welded into place for the seats. Now I bought these, or I'll put them over here somewhere. I'll put them on the screen somewhere. I bought those Razor Turbo S seats for this buggy, but there's one problem. They're not gonna make it onto this buggy because well, look for a video series of them going in my Z-Force, and then my Z-Force seats are gonna go on here. And I think I'm gonna leave my seat covers on them because my seat covers look pretty bad to the bone, right? And I've had those seat covers since I got the machine pretty much. I think I had the machine 6 months before I put those on.
Yeah.
Them things for being a regular car seat cover, they've held up to the pressure washer, the mud, the sun. I didn't think they was gonna last a year, but they were cheap, and hey, you know what? So they surpassed the RedNeck test, okay? For something, they don't even belong there. Now when they get wet, your butt gets wet.
Yeah.
For a long time. Huh. But it's not that big of a deal. They're thin, they dry out. So they're gonna go on here, but while we're waiting on those seats to come, we may pull out 2 bucket seats and just kind of get them kind of maybe mocked up on here and see where we want to position them. But what we want to do is kind of like what we did to the last golf cart, is come out and straight down right here. We're going to keep it about as wide as this bar because I want them to be as wide as possible, and we'll probably end up doing some fenders back here so it don't kick up mud on them. And then we're going to do a bar coming across. But we're going to be very careful when we install that bar because we don't know where the seats need to be. We just know that we need these bars that come down for the support. We may have to raise the seats because we got to watch this engine. I might have to get Laura and myself to stand on here. That way it's at its absolute bottom. But it doesn't look like that engine comes up, does it? It actually looks like it scoots forward. It doesn't seem like it comes up.
I don't think it comes up.
But we want a nice gap between the engine and their seats. So, and guys, I want to thank you for all the support. I've gotten email after email after email of you guys trying to talk me through this gearing and different things that I can do to this transaxle. I want to thank you guys. You know who you are. Comment down below if you want people to know who you are. Them things that you're talking about with this transaxle, that could make this build super beast. But I have another one out there just like it. This one, we're just worried about getting the kids on the trail. We're not worried about doing 60, 70 mile an hour. Not that I would probably want to because I built it. And I don't really trust anything that I welded. So we're gonna stay low and slow on this one. And I may even be overbuilding this. It might hold up to 200 mile an hour. I don't know, but I you know, I'm not a good welder. Like, I'm a good welder. Have you seen any of my welds break?
No.
You have?
No, I haven't.
You're sitting there.
At first, I didn't realize what you were saying.
So anyway, guys, back to the support. You guys have been supporting me. Awesome. All the emails is great. Telling me all the cool stuff that you can do that I did not know you could do to a golf cart rear end.
That's cool.
And from what I understand, a golf cart rear end is a very stout rear end. I personally have never seen one fail. I know that they do. Everything does. But it's a very stout rear end nonetheless. And there's gearing that you could do to it. Different, yeah, a whole nother video. Also, guys, all of your donations is helping. I noticed that I've gained some channel members. I want to thank you guys for doing that. And super chats, like things you can do with the comments, with the money. I don't know how you guys are doing it, but you're doing it somehow. And that is awesome as well. So, all right, guys, without further ado, let's get into the video. And remember, if you want a RedNeck Garage clutch kit for your CF Moto, message me, I'll get you one over. All right, Laura, you want to grab a piece of this pipe?
Yeah.
This outer one.
Which one, the outer one?
This outer one, yeah.
Okay.
We're going to bring it over here to the golf cart.
Okay. Which side, this one?
Yeah, we'll just lay it up here. because I'm gonna mark it where I
Want me
think
to hold it?
Nope.
Okay.
It should stay there.
Yep.
So what we need to do is probably our bend is going to be somewhere around 16 inches. We'll do 16 inches right at the bend, and which means I'll probably have to do the bend at about 19 inches. So let's measure out 19 inches, and that's where the center of my bend's going to be. Now that's going to give me some overhang, which is what we want. We want to be able to trim it, because you can take metal away, but you can't add metal.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we got the hot glue gun, but it doesn't look as good. So what did I say, 17 inches?
Yep.
We'll go 18. And keep in mind, guys, a lot of people will say, Redneck, you waste steel. Well, no, because them little pieces, I save them. And believe it or not, I've used a lot of them. I've had boxes full and am down to that little crate. And most of that, what's in there, is what her dad got me, right?
Yep.
Perks of the job. Well, we got to get our pipe bender, and then we got to do a 90.
You want it over here?
No, we're going to do it over there where we got room. Okay. So I got to get my die, though.
That's so cool. I've never seen this thing in action.
No?
No. That's awesome.
You don't have to hold that.
Oh, I don't have to hold it? I can put it down?
Yep.
Okay.
Would you just look at that?
Look at that. That's perfect.
That's perfect.
That's awesome.
Now, we'll cut it off here, and then we'll use this rest of the stick.
Yep, might as well.
See what I'm saying by I went to 18 inches? Because when you do a bend, it takes steel out.
Well, yeah.
So, that's...
Well, you got to make sure you have... That's a good bend.
That's a pretty darn good bend. It's not perfect by any means, but it's pretty darn good. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll cut this about there, and then I'll know, you know, where I need to trim it to from there.
Got it?
Yep. Did I say 18 inches?
Yes, you said it for 18.
And it worked out good.
What happened?
It worked out good.
Yeah, that was perfect. I have it just sitting over here for now.
All right, guys. So we went ahead and we bent our seat pipes. And what we're going to do is we got a pipe that we notched out. We're going to weld it down here on the frame. I got it marked out where it needs to go on this side. And the pipes for the seats are going to go right like this, directly on the edge. We'll get that side tacked in, and then we'll make sure this is straight and all that stuff before we fully weld it. But I'll get this tacked in, we'll get that tacked on there, and so without further ado, let's get started. You want your helmet?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch you.
You
No,
welding?
I'm not welding.
You welding?
No, I'm watching you.
You don't want to weld?
No.
What do you think, Laura?
I think it'll be good.
So we get a seat over there, a seat over here. We have some engine clearance.
Yeah.
Not much, but I could modify that. I could get the seat probably over just a little bit more. I want the seat to be as forward as possible.
Mm-hmm. Have to see how it is.
Yeah, it's up there. I knew it just by the design of this golf cart frame. But the purpose of this, it's like an off-road golf cart type deal, and it should be a very capable machine, and they should have fun. And once I widen it, it shouldn't be very tippy or top heavy
No.
or anything like that. I'm gonna keep the cage as low to their heads as possible safely.
Yeah, because their helmet, because you'll have a helmet on, so.
Right. They'll have a helmet, so when I'm building the cage, they'll have to come out here. And do wish I could get it lower. I may be able to lower that seat just a tad, but we gotta really watch this engine.
Mm-hmm.
Really
That's the
watch this
thing.
engine. So that's the killer right here. That's the killer. I mean, they're sitting the same height. This is the same height, or roughly. By the time you get a golf cart cushion on here in a regular golf cart form,
Yeah.
this is about as high as they would sit, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah. The only thing is the golf cart back
It's not as tall.
comes about here. This comes up.
That's probably why it makes it feel like it's a little more taller, too.
Yep. So, but I guess if you were in like a utility vehicle, they sit up kind of like this too.
Yeah,
So,
they do.
and I could do like a bed like we were talking to make this like a utility, because when I'm done, we should be able to take this to the campground. I'm sure she would let us have it
She probably would.
because it's a golf cart, and as long as we're not ripping up the,
Yeah.
So we'll be able to use it out there getting firewood and stuff like that. This could be our little golf cart runner machine.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be bad. Once we get it together, I don't think it'll be bad.
I'm just worried. I don't like moving weight up here when you're on the trails. I don't. But you got to think, though, it's wide and it's not that tall. It's tall, but it's not that tall. We got plenty of room under the seat for their battery.
Yep.
Hopefully, I don't know now because I put that bar there.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we can still use the factory gas tank. I don't
We'll have
know.
to see.
But nonetheless, I can have one made or something, or buy one or
Yeah.
something. Because this thing's not going to use that much gas, really.
That's
So.
good.
Do you think it looks too tall? Let's sit it up there the way it's going to, actually, because it's going to sit something like that.
I don't think it looks too tall, honestly.
For a side-by-side, it does.
For side by side, yes. But like you said, that's where you would be on a golf cart. So, and the seat's taller.
Right.
It's not just straight across.
I just don't know. Like, I'm going to have to make the cage tall. I guess the cage is not going to be any taller than our side-by-sides. The whole
No.
thing isn't going to be any taller than our side-by-sides. Just the seating inside
yeah.
it is going to be taller. That's all, which kind of sucks.
I think it'll be fine.
There's nothing I can do.
No.
The only other thing I could do, which would create more work, is lowering that engine and moving it back, which would make it even longer. We don't want too long of a machine.
No.
Yeah, getting it longer in the back is definitely better than getting it longer in the front, because you gain stability going up on hills that way, which I think it'll be fine, given it's probably still going to be heavier up front because there's going to be more steel up here than there is back here.
Yeah.
Unless they're hauling something, which I'm going to see about building a bed. I think I will. I think it'll really bring it like into a utility aspect, but you'll still be able to ride trails with it. So I don't know. In my head, I just think that if I drop that down and move it, then we have other problems. We'll have to find longer brake cables. That's more money. We'll have to find longer throttle cable. That's more money. All that stuff is already there. It already works. I just have to tie in hydraulics to that pedal, which is not hard to do, right?
Yeah.
So we're not worried about that. That's the only brake wise. I don't want to have to buy cables. I don't want to have to buy throttle cable. I don't want to have to weld more, when in all reality, it's not going to gain us this much lower.
It's not even worth it.
And so I think it'll be fine. Look how wide this front end is.
Exactly.
This is going to be even wider once I get the wheel spacers, because I'm going to do 3-inch wheel spacers on top of that. Or, yeah, I don't know yet. 2-inch or 3-inch. I think I'm going to have to get 3-inch wheel spacers on top of what's already here. I have to look and see, because I want to get at least another inch out of back here. And I think it'll be great. I think it'll be stable. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? What do they think? You think? What do you think they can tell us in the comments? You think they could do that?
I would hope so.
I think they could tell us in the comments, right? I guess what I need to do is wait to get the razor seats, because I haven't made up my mind if I'm going to put the razor seats on here and do all the modification of my side-by-side. Because I, for one, I like these seats. I have no problem with these seats at all. I don't know how people don't like them. I don't know.
They don't bother me either.
But I feel like the razor seats, they're going to lift you up, but they're also thicker back here, so they're going to push you forward.
So it might be better on here.
I feel more relaxed on here, and I don't feel like there's enough room left in those side-by-sides to shove me forward.
Yeah.
Not even an inch. I like it. I'm comfortable. So I haven't wrapped my head around that. I put a post out on Facebook to ask people if they, what they thought if I did that. And a lot of people say they want to see it. But hey, I don't know. Maybe I will. I don't know.
When you get them, try it. Just see what you think.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's all you can do.
They'll be here Monday or Tuesday or something like that next week. So
yeah, just try it out and see what you think. That's what I'd do.
So what do you think sitting up that high? Is it comfortable?
It's comfy. And it don't even feel like you're up high. I don't feel like I'm up high.
I will say, when I sat on that chair yesterday, it was around the same height. It didn't feel like you were up high.
I think off of it, you feel like it's high, but sitting on here,
you don't feel like
I don't feel like I'm high. Like in the golf cart, I feel like I'm high. I'm way higher than this.
Well, yeah, that golf cart, the bottom of that golf cart comes to the bottom of your butt. So, and I think, what I'm thinking is looking at a utility vehicle, those sit about the same height as a utility vehicle. With a lift kit.
Yeah, with a lift kit.
Yep. So I think it'll be fine. We just have to figure out how to keep it a little bit away from that engine.
Yeah, because it's
which is not going to be a big deal because the back of the seat, the way you're sitting in it now, it's kicked back. It's not going to be that way. It's going to be kicked forward.
It'll be forward.
And once I start mocking it up, because this is going to be built for the kids. So once I start mocking it up, I'll have Christopher come out here and get him situated because I may be able to move that seat more forward.
You don't know yet.
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
What do you think? We should tell them thanks for watching?
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Do you think we should tell them to tune in on the next one?
Tune in and we'll see what goes on next.
And shouldn't they leave us some thoughts on that seat?
Yeah. Leave some thoughts. Let us know what you think.
I think so. All right, guys.
Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely don't.
And hit the like button, too.
And if you want to see Laura out in the garage a little bit more often, what should they do? Hit the like button.
I guess. Or comment.
No, they got to hit the like button and comment if they want to see you. Tell them, we got to get, tell them, let's get 1,000 likes.
Okay.
1,000 likes and comment down below, and you'll come back out and work on it with me again.
Okay, that's the deal.
That sound fair, or should we go more likes? 1,500 likes.
1,000's good.
1,000's good?
Yeah.
I think 1,500 sounds better.
Do 1,500 then.
Yeah. Okay. But if we get 1,000, you'll do it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
But 1,500 is the goal?
Uh-huh.
Okay, guys. Peace out, and God bless. See you in the next one.